Hi you guys, welcome to your May 2024 Astrological forecast. Before I begin, I'd like to give a shout out to my subscribers. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos. If you're new to this channel and you like this video, please remember to subscribe, okay? All the interactions that you have with my channel really helps it to grow. Okay, so now for May. Okay, on the 2nd, Pluto turns retrograde. It is in Aquarius, okay, right now. And on the 7th, there's a new moon in Taurus. On the 15th, Mercury moves into Taurus. On the 20th, the Sun moves into Gemini. On the 23rd, there is a full moon in Sagittarius. And also on that day, Venus moves into Gemini. And then on the 25th, Jupiter moves into Gemini. Okay, and I did do a separate video on Jupiter and Gemini, so go listen to that to get more detail, because I'm not going to really cover it in your monthly forecast because I already did it in that video. Okay, and don't forget to check out my weekly forecasts, which have become actually like a daily short. Whenever there is a major aspect, okay, is when I post a daily short. Okay, now for your forecast. Hi Aquarius. Okay, so Pluto in your sign turns retrograde on the 2nd, okay, in your first house of self and personality. So not a big deal. It just seems like maybe any kind of progress that you were making in changes that you were making, like in your life, may kind of slow down, or people are rebelling against them. They're probably not happy with them in the first place, but these are changes that you know, you've been wanting to make anyway. Okay, so when a planet turns retrograde, sometimes it just gives you a chance to review something or other, go over, you know, any kind of progress that you've made so far, whatever. Okay, but Pluto in your first house does make you a little bit more intense than you normally are. Maybe people aren't used to that, so this is something they'll just have to get used to. Okay, so Mars is in Aries. Okay, the whole month where you have Aries in your chart is your 3rd house. Mercury is also here up until the 15th, okay? And your 3rd house is more or less your everyday life, the people and places you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day. It is like your neighbors, your neighborhood, running into someone at the grocery store or the gas station. It's also local travel, such as like an overnight trip, a tri-state area trip, you know, a weekend or even a day trip. It's every form of communication. This is the communication house. You know, text message, voicemail, regular cell phone, landline, email, and regular postal mail actually falls here. This is also your siblings and your cousins, your neighborhood, and your neighbors. Okay. It's an internet house too. It is the written word. It's, you know, being online. It's also like social media can even fall here in some ways. But the combination of Mars and Mercury together in any sign, in any house, usually brings about the me factor. Mercury's the communication, Mars is the ego. So this is almost like, I believe, healthy, because Mars is the natural ruler of Aries, so it does well here. You know, people might not like what you have to say, but that's just too bad. And this could even be regarding neighbors. You know, you may have to you know, stand up to neighbors or something that's going on in your neighborhood. This could also be with siblings. Anyone, actually, because this is the communication house. So you may find that you have, since last month, Mercury's been here for a while, you've had a lot more contact with your neighbors or your siblings or cousins or anyone in general. You may have had an increase in even regular postal mail. But this combination of these two planets gives you the ability to get something off your chest, more or less, and stand your ground. And the way you speak, though, is with confidence. You know, you're not afraid to speak up, or you're not allowed to tell somebody off and even in a nice way, more than likely in a nice way, you know. This doesn't have to happen in person. This could happen online, on social media even, okay? As it always does, you know. What a surprise there, right? But yeah, if you have something to say to someone, you know, you could even get into it with somebody while you're standing in line, you know, at the bank, grocery store, something or other. But you're still effective. You know what I mean? You're still speaking your mind with confidence, and you know your stuff. Okay. So the sun is in Taurus up until the 20th. Venus is here up until the 23rd. Mercury moves into Taurus on the 15th till the end of the month. Jupiter is here up until the 25th, and there is a new moon in Taurus on the 7th, and this all takes place in your 4th house where you have the sign of Taurus. So your 4th house is your home, where you physically live, the property surrounding it, your family, your past, your personal life, anyone you live with. This is your childhood and the very foundation of how you were raised. So, you know, Jupiter's been here for like a while, since last year, but Uranus has been here for a while and still will remain here, bringing a lot of unexpected occurrences happening either within your family or within your home, your living quarters or arrangements or something or other. You know, you may have a revolving door when it comes to roommates, or you have a family member that's just like kind of bizarre, you know. That lives with you, you know, they're acting up or something, they're rebelling, you know, could, if it's a child, something or other. But, you know, Jupiter here has brought a lot of very nice, you know, qualities to all of this, to your family life, your personal life, even your past. You know, there could be people, especially with Uranus being here and the element of surprise that Uranus brings. Someone from your past just popping up, you know, even throughout this past year, not just one person, couple people maybe even, returning from maybe your childhood or and another neighborhood that you used to live in, something or other, okay? A lot of times before Jupiter leaves a sign and moves into the next sign, it does one last like aspect that brings about, you know, what Jupiter governs, which is good fortune. So there could be one last hurrah or whatever while Jupiter is here in your personal life or your home life or your where you live, where you physically live. Okay, so and enjoy this, you know, especially still having Venus here and everything. Most of the month it brings pleasant times at home, or just enjoying your home. You know, you may even be throwing a party or entertaining someone, or you could be invited to someone else's home, but it looks like most of the action is more than likely going on in your home. Okay, so a new moon here on the 7th brings a new beginning. So there could be a lot of times, maybe, you know, depending on when you purchased your home and how old you are, maybe you're paying off that mortgage, you know, maybe you spent all these years, you know, paying into your home, and now it's paid for, you know, something like that. Something could be a nice, you know, addition to your home. You do have Saturn and Neptune in your 2nd house of income, which is restricting your spending or your money in some way or other. But whatever you are possibly buying for your home, it's a necessity. It will improve your home in some way or other, even if it's just like an entertainment system or something. But it's not frivolous. It's something that you need, more than likely a big appliance. Okay, then the sun moves into Gemini on the 20th. Venus moves here on the 23rd, and Jupiter follows on the 25th in your 5th house, where you have the sign of Gemini, a fellow air sign. So all these planets in Gemini, especially with Jupiter here will trine your planets or rising sign or sun in Aquarius. Okay, so 120-degree angle, and it's one of the nicest aspects in astrology, along with certain conjunctions. Okay, but anyways, the fifth house is the house of fun and romance, creativity, any form of entertainment, sports and games, speculation and gambling, children, you know, all kinds of fun stuff. Having Jupiter here, you know, I did do a video on Jupiter in Gemini for each sign, so you will have to listen to that for more detail, because I'm not going to cover it in your monthly forecast because I already covered it in that video. But having Jupiter and Venus here at the same time right now with the Sun, attracting, you know, that's where your focal point is right now, where the Sun, when the Sun moves into Gemini, right? It's bringing you more opportunities for fun, for romance, starting a creative project or getting one that's already been started off the ground. You know, all kinds of fun. You could have good fortune in speculation or gambling along the way. Buy yourself a scratch-off lottery ticket or enter some contest, especially local contests, something or other. Okay, but this is the house of fun, so you may have more opportunities at this time especially to go do something. You know, to me it looks like it could be a little trip of some kind, a day trip, overnight trip, or weekender. There is a full moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd in your 11th house. It's directly across from your 5th house of Gemini. 11th house is your friends and acquaintances, socializing in person or online, any group or organization that you belong to, and also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So I don't feel it's a very big deal because there's all these really nice planets in Gemini, and there aren't really any planets in Sagittarius, just that full moon. And a full moon does exist to bring a problem to the surface. It can be dealt with and done away with, and you don't have to bother with it again. So it looks like it may have something to do with socializing or one of your friends, okay? Maybe, you know, you have a friend that is acting up or normally does act up anyways, you know, and has something to say about a creative project that you have, or your child, or whomever you may be dating at this time, your love life, anything, okay? And this is the time to tell them to just shut up, more or less, or mind their own business, or whatever it is, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be a friend. It could be someone on social media or someone in a group or organization that you belong to, okay? The best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Aquarius on the 1st, 2nd, 27th, 28th, and 29th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Leo, and those dates are the 13th, 14th, and 15th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The best time for money is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 30th, and 31st. The best time for your career is the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. And the best time for communication and travel is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for May. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. See ya!